Welcome everyone to another episode of the Warmup. You know who it is. It's your boy Chris 55. We in here with the GOAT or the Lamb. And we also got Kev RL. Say what's up to the YouTube crowd, guys.
What's up, everybody?
What's up?
What's
What's
up?
up?
Cool. And in case it's your first time here, this is a show where we talk about sports, current events, and everything in between through the lens of Black culture. And just do a little bit of announcements, some house cleaning and stuff, man. Don't forget to subscribe, share if you like this video. Um, Tell a friend to tell a friend, comment, engage with us. You can follow us on social media platforms, and also send your suggestions in if you have any questions or any suggestions or what you want us to talk about. So,
Yep, some
with
topics.
that said, let's just jump right into it. We had a very feature-packed AFC and NFC Championship with the Bills and the Chiefs, and then also with the Bucks and the Packers, and it went interestingly enough to say the least here. So the Chiefs they cruised to a easy victory over the Bills, 38-24, man, with a what I would like to call a soft blowout. Not only did Pat Mahomes come through off of concussion protocol and do his thing, but Tyreek Hill was over here being the cheetah, as he's nicknamed, running all over the field. I don't know what the Bills were doing on defense. You
Couldn't
also had
stop it.
Travis Kelsey doing his thing, getting some touchdown catches and also some big throws. And let's just talk about it. First things first, is the thoughts. What are your thoughts about the outcome of the game and how it went?
Outcome of the game is expected. Patrick Mahomes in the beginning was a little shaky. They had that what is that? I think a punt got fubbed or something like that.
Yep.
But and outside of that, we expected the Chiefs to come out and dominate. Great defense by the Bucks. Defense is looking really nice actually by the
Bills.
Buccaneers.
Chiefs? Bills, Chiefs?
Yeah.
Chiefs?
Oh my bad. Chiefs. Mixing the teams up here. So great defense by the Chiefs. Great offense as well. Like you were mentioning the other day, like Pat didn't have to do that much. Like it wasn't like his best game, and it's not because he wasn't good or healthy or whatever. He just didn't have to do all that. People were connecting. He was connecting with Kels. Running game was going crazy. So it was a great game overall. For the Chiefs, it was a great game. I felt like the
Yeah.
other game was much more interesting, more competitive.
Yeah. I definitely agree with everything you said. Kev, you got anything before I jump in and give my
I
two
know we and
piece?
I know we lost our money on that game because I
Oh
know
yeah,
we.
we did.
Yeah,
But that was a no contingencies though, and I was betting that he would not have come out of
yeah,
the protocol
Concussion, yeah,
healthy.
yeah.
Especially it's Fridays when it happens, so we just missed that day of
Mm-hmm.
airing. But yeah, man, with Pat was in the game, I kind of expected it that way. Once I saw him there and I saw he was moving, he didn't seem impacted anyway. He
Mm-hmm.
seemed healthy, so I was like, all right, I think I know which way this is gonna go. But at the same time, in the beginning, it was competitive, and you
Mm-hmm.
quickly saw it flipped sides really quick. The running
Yeah.
game was on point. They couldn't stop the running game, and when that was going, I was like, oh man, it's gonna be tough. If you're not stopping the running game, and
yeah.
he ain't even going off yet, then yeah, it's gonna be tough for y'all.
Yeah.
Chris, I know you are also expecting him to not be able to play. Were you surprised? Did you think he was healthy? Do you think they rushed it?
He looked fine. I didn't think he was going to make the protocol clearance because it was so late. Like,
Yeah.
they didn't announce it until Friday. And I don't know what that really means as far as his ability to practice.
Hmm.
I don't know if he had to be cleared to practice. Clear the concussion protocol in order to practice. So I don't know how that worked out, but
That's a good point.
he looked fine. Like, you know, again, we talked about how the offense didn't really rely heavily too much on him. They were running everywhere. Everybody got a chance to run. Andy Reid was running. Oh man, every enemy was running. Like, shoot. So I don't know. Like, everyone got to share the ball, and it wasn't like the Bills just could not get any pressure
Yeah.
on Pat Mahomes, and he was on vacation. It looked like, and so, man, like, yeah, he looks fine, and man, it sucks because that's the opportunity you want, right? You not to say like you want anyone to get hurt or injured,
Yeah.
but just like in any other sport, and
You
especially football.
capitalize on
Yeah,
opportunity.
if a person's injured, like they want to like pounce on that because they know that
Yeah.
that's a weakness that someone can exploit,
Mhm.
which is the reason why a lot of people actually highlight a lot of their injuries when they're actively injured in the game. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, man, the Bills defense just got chopped up, and it wasn't. I don't know if it was just more so of the fact that it was uh, just everyone was just tuned in. I don't know if it was just Andy Reid just had some great play calls because like we saw the same guy who muffed the punt. They did a bootleg
Yeah.
sweep off of motion, and the dude had like got like 40 yards. I'm like, how? What are you guys doing? Whose man is this? Nah, man, it was a good game. I was surprised. I was also surprised that Josh Allen was not, using his feet as he should, and you know, they were paying a
They'll
lot
come
of
in hard
coverage,
though.
huh?
They'll come in at him hard though. At
Yeah.
times, they'll come in at him real
Well,
hard.
that's exactly when you would expect them to just take out,
Exactly.
go get a
Yeah.
first down,
It
go
was,
get some yards.
they
He
were
did. He did
only
it a couple of times. He did it a few times. He did it like he had two good runs in there. I remember.
Yeah,
But
but it was in the
yeah,
back end. The game was almost over with.
Yeah.
yeah,
So I don't know. Like I said, I would have expected more from the Bills,
Mhm.
and you can kind of see how the chippiness kind of started to come out, the frustration towards the back
yeah.
end when people
Yeah.
started like
Josh Allen
stepping in
throwing
on
footballs
people,
at people.
kicking, throwing
Yeah.
footballs. So
It's all good.
Man,
It
that
all
shit
it all
looked.
offsets each other.
yeah,
Yeah.
penalties offset. Like it don't even matter. So yeah, I don't know. It was a good game. It was exciting. I was a little disappointed to see kind of how the Bills came out and performed, but they're fresh in this, man. They'll have another season to
You think they'll be
recoup.
back next season?
I think they'll definitely be back, at least in the playoffs, because the division, which used to be the Patriots division,
Mhm.
is is almost as open as it's been when the Patriots was dominating. The only difference is that the Miami Dolphins are there also,
Mhm.
and so depending on how they build,
Yeah.
with Tua behind there, they may pick up some steam, or they may plateau. We don't know,
Yeah. Because they were
but
looking decent in the beginning of the season, Miami Dolphins. So
yeah, they had a chance to make it
Yeah.
to the playoffs, and they blew it. They got blew out by I forget what team it was. Was it Washington? It was some team that shouldn't. They had no business beating them,
yeah.
and they just wet the bed, so they didn't make the playoffs. Um, so yeah, like with that said, I mean, we saw Pat Mahomes basically just walk his dog up and down the field like with no pressure. Um, does this make a case that he's like the best QB in the NFL right now? What do you guys think?
Mm. Well, I mean, to your point, I feel like this game was in a showcase for that, but I do think he's the best quarterback right now.
The best.
Yeah.
I
I think
think so. When you look at the total package, because he can run the ball, he can throw it. We saw him do amazing passes. He has great weapons on the field. So
Mhm.
I think right now he's just got the hot hand. He got the best situation. He's taking full advantage of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say right now, yeah, especially
Mm.
that
All
he's hot
right.
right now.
All right. Well, we crossed the board on this one, man. Nothing else to say. What's next for the Bills? Like I said, we saw them. They got there. They had an incredible season. Josh Allen made a case for MVP, although he may not get it, but he'll be in a
Yeah.
discussion of MVP of for this coming up season, of this past season. So, what's next for the Bills? Do you think that they should, retool, tweak a little bit, should stay same
Hard.
whole par?
Hard to say because last season when Lamar Jackson lost to the Chiefs, I'm like, oh, they're gonna come back this season. They're gonna be a great team. You know, he was the MVP. You mentioned candidate for MVP for Josh Allen, and they just couldn't get it together this season. They improved towards the end, but they just ended up not advancing. So
Okay, all right.
who knows?
It-
I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know. It's hard to
it's
say.
hard. It's hard for me. Yeah, for me too. Like I would ask you, Chris, because I know you be watching things that I don't be seeing. So I would feed off. I would feed off of your take on what you think needs to happen with the Biz, because it wasn't like they were. It could have been a. I don't know. That game could have gone differently.
We could have
It could have
very
gone.
easily.
It could have gone
If
differently.
they were
So
able to get a handle on the running game and force plays from Patrick Mahomes, we don't know like we said, he didn't have to carry the team. If maybe he was still affected and he couldn't put the weight of the team on his back, we don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm kind of I don't know. I don't know either, dude, to be honest with you. Uh
Not surprised.
and the reason is this is because there have been parts of the season where they just blow out the teams for 2 or 3 straight weeks, and then they'll kind of like fall asleep, and then they'll come back down to earth and become uh, the Dr. Jekyll, right? They'll just kind of become a mortal being that you can take them out and stuff like that, and they got weaknesses and they look a little lethargic and things like that, but then they'll pop back up and then they'll start acting like Mr. Hyde. Like it's just really weird.
Yeah,
So
they
I
taking
think,
two steps forward, one step back, and it just wasn't enough to get them far enough.
yeah, and like if you looked at that game and if someone was to say, hey man, make a mixtape of the best performances this season, the game would not be in there.
Yeah, this game
Like
was not their best
yeah.
game.
none of the highlights would be
Yeah.
from this game. So I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know what it is that's missing. Maybe tweak a little bit of the defense. They got a number one receiver already. They got a good kind of like third down slot receiver in Cole Beasley. They got a decent running game. They got Josh Allen. He's a freaking franchise quarterback right now. He's probably one of the
Yeah.
top 5 quarterbacks right now. So I don't know, man. I would just say tweak the defense and uh, get some more
To do
chemistry.
what though? To do
Huh?
what? To stop pick the defense in order to stop what? To stop more running games, to stop
Yeah,
like
yeah. I would if anything I would start with getting stronger like pass rushers, or get like a front four that can get to the quarterback. The thing is that normally once you're able to get to the quarterback with the bare minimum, which is like 4 linemen or 4 defensive linemen, that
yeah.
means you have 8 players back. They're just playing coverage. They're able to do things. That's actually what the Chiefs did. They were sending only 4 people, and they were able to get contact on Josh Allen,
Yeah,
which means you have 8 people back playing coverage, and it's really hard to run
the
around.
field's not. Yeah, the field's not
Yeah.
open.
So the only way to really uh, get out of that situation and make them bring more people is to run the ball effectively, or scramble out and kind of pick up those 2-3 yards at a time, make them bring more people to the line, bring them to the box, and then the passing game starts to open up a little bit. So I think if the Bills defense, which was already good, like it's not a bad defense, but if they're able to do to bring more pressure and have a more potent defense, because their offense is fine, then their defense is going to be able to probably carry some of those situations where the offense isn't really firing on all cylinders, but you got your defense to
Yeah.
kind of like fall back on. So that's
Yep.
kind of what I would do. But um, yeah, that's just a tweak, man. I'm being picky at this point.
Yeah,
So
good suggestions for
Yeah.
them. Hopefully, they can make those adjustments.
yeah. So that's what happened with the Chiefs and the Bills. I was 0-1 for that game. And then the Packers and the Bucks came. And so in this case, the Packers had a chance to make it to the Super Bowl for the second time with Aaron Rodgers behind the snap. And oh man, he ran into the Bucks, particularly Tom Brady, and Tom Brady did Tom Brady things, which is game manage, and then allow for the referees to get him to Super Bowl. That's but yeah, the Bucks
Allegedly.
allegedly, right? Yeah. No, he actually had a good game. He had some good throws. Like I said again, offensive coaching was crazy, and was just chopping up the Packers defense.
Shout out to the defense on both teams, though. Like you say, they chopped up
Yeah.
the defense, but that was a very defensive game. Both defenses made huge plays. Like
Yeah.
that was a crazy game.
Yeah, it was. I think each quarterback came out with 3 interceptions apiece, so it wasn't easy. It wasn't
Yeah.
easy, but they got up a good like 18, 24 points, and then the Packers were playing from behind, and at that point, you probably wasn't going to catch Brady because he's the best game manager I've ever seen in my life.
Not going for it in the fourth. Ugh.
Yeah. So let's talk about it. Like, what happened with the Packers, man? Do you think that Matt LaFleur kind of choked a little bit on the play calling? Or
I think you definitely got to stay aggressive when your chances are on the line. I think you should have went for it. Though I feel like they would have had an opportunity on that third down on that same play, but there was some contact allegedly, because the referees ain't see it. I don't know what the referees are doing that game. They didn't see a lot of things that game.
Yeah.
Going both ways, but you hate to see it happen, bro.
They saw that holding though. I ain't gonna say
that last one. That was just gross, man. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm just saying,
not you. I'm just saying the referees. Like, first of all, y'all ain't been calling them all game. It wasn't even clear that it was. Like, did he get tripped up on himself? Did they lock legs? It just seemed like a non-factor. They threw the flag like 5 minutes later after everybody was wailing their arms. Like, that was just weak. That was weak. If you're not gonna throw the flag, don't throw it.
Yeah.
Okay. It's hard for me to referee football, to be honest with you. A lot be going on at the same time, but as far as that kick go, definitely he shouldn't take that. Like, in my opinion, like I asked you guys earlier, I don't know if he was being smart or soft, but I wanted to see some aggression at that point in time, because I didn't know if you were to get back where you were that close to the line. So in my opinion, you should have taken it.
Yeah.
But it was still a slim chance. You were still trying to squeeze something together and hope that things it shouldn't have come down to that to begin with.
Yep.
But the fact that it did, and those were your options, you needed a touchdown. You were this close to it. You could have gotten that close to it next time too, and you'd have still been in the same situation. Why procrastinate the risk? You know what I mean? Yeah. Take it now, and trust your offense.
Yeah, you gotta have the confidence in your offense. If you didn't have the confidence in your offense, there's no way they was gonna string together another touchdown.
Another run. Yeah. That seemed less likely.
Yeah. Interesting fact that they pointed out during the game was red zone. Packers are 80% in scoring.
Not that game.
And they could not score. I think they scored like one time in the red zone. And I think
it was hard.
Pass to Devontae Adams the second time, because the first time he went down there, he missed all three passes. And one of those passes was Aaron Rodgers' fault. The other one was what's the guy's name? Lazard's fault. He thought he was supposed to be going left, and he went left, and
Rodgers just kept going.
That's right. He got out.
Yeah, I remember that play. Yeah,
so he forgot his route.
Yeah, bro. Yikes. Someone wasn't on the same page, And we can't even blame Belichick on this one, because he wasn't even in the building to mess up with the communications at the comms or anything. So, yeah, man. I think it really just fell on all the key players. Devontae Adams dropped balls. We knew Scantling and Lazard was gonna drop balls. They drop balls every game. But the Aaron Rodgers made decisions that people scratch their heads at. Obviously, the play calling. And that wasn't the first time he set up for the field goal. Matt LaFleur, if you guys recall, towards the end of the second quarter, they set up for a field goal, and the very next series is when Brady threw that bomb to Scotty Miller for a touchdown. Damn. So the 4-point swing right there is just, again, it's kind of a tale of the game. So can we hold the officials accountable for any of this? Like we kind of talked about.
That's the way the game goes.
Some of these calls.
You could try, but at the end of the day, that's not gonna help you. Like, you're not gonna advance to the Super Bowl by blaming the refs. Like, that's not gonna change. We could be mad about it. We could complain.
Oh, okay.
But it is what it is.
So that's how I feel about it. It is what it is at this point, because it was going both ways to me in the beginning.
Yeah. Okay.
Might have went a little bit more on one way, because that first interception that was a little crazy. That first interception I saw, that was a little handsy.
Just had his hands inside the pads. It's okay.
Like, if this was at prom, they would have came through and said 3 feet. Give me 3 feet. Like, it was a lot of contact. A lot of hand checking, a lot of holding that led to that interception, and there was just nothing. Nobody said not a word, not a peep, not a flag.
So what about Aaron Rodgers, man? I heard he was a little bit upset about the play calling. Uh, he's always been a little bit of a moody guy. He he's probably had the most success since his last Super Bowl run in this particular run here.
Yeah.
Should he stay
Yeah.
in as a Green Bay Packer? Should he leave? What do you think, man? What's y'all's thoughts?
I can't see him nowhere else, but that's up to him, man. I just feel like that franchise and him, they just something about it just makes sense to me.
Okay, so hold on. So let me ask this in a different way.
Mhm.
Would you prefer Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, or would you prefer Aaron Rodgers if you can move him anywhere? It's franchise mode.
That's what I'm saying. I can't think. I can't.
Where would he go?
That's what I'm saying.
Where would he go?
He could
Where
go.
would he go?
He's a talent
I mean,
that could go anywhere.
He's
He
a
can-
talent, but where would he go that he would have something that he doesn't have right now? Like, what do you think he's missing at the Packers that he will get somewhere else? Like, that's what I want to know.
San Francisco 49ers.
But what would he get by going to the Niners?
Caution
that he
him.
don't have?
He'll get Shanahan, who's also a pretty good offensive coach. He has a defense that's
Okay.
been way more stout than Green Bay's best years. He
Okay.
actually has more than one person to throw the ball to. He has Kittles, he has Deebo Samuel, and he has also a great running game. We have like 12 people in that stable. They just running. Jeff Wilson, Mostert. Man, we got about 5 folks we throw the ball to or run the ball. So I don't know. Just saying,
Are you?
No,
Are
I
you?
mean, it's
are
a
you-
fair argument.
Are you tempering right now?
am I tempering? No, I'm not representing any affiliated team. I'm not a part of any team. I'm not affiliated with anyone. I'm a lover of the game.
Okay.
So,
Are you a lover of a certain team
I like a lot of teams.
in the Bay Area?
Well, there's only one team in the Bay Area now, so I mean,
Are you a fan of that team?
I'm a fan of every team.
Okay.
Except for the
He's going-
Cowboys.
He's going
Except
all
for the
lives matter.
Cowboys.
He's just going all lives matter. Oh, no, don't take it back. You're a fan of every team.
Except for the Cowboys.
We're gonna catch it. Let him say it because we got episodes coming up. We can catch it.
Yep.
that ain't gonna stand for long.
Okay, all right. So y'all don't have anywhere else that he should go outside of the 49ers?
I don't
Green
see
Bay.
it, man. Like, where you gonna put him? You gonna put him on the Colts? Like, where you gonna put him? Where he
Colts
going?
Is a good. Hey, Phillip Rivers looks like trash, so we can move him over there. I'm sure he'll do better over there. But I don't know. I'm just saying, man. Keep y'all mind open, man. So
I mean, why not? Why not? Dude is 37. I mean, people making moves at this age, but man.
hey, Drew Brees is finally. Well, we don't know yet. He hasn't officially retired, but he's like 41 or 42.
Ooh.
Brady's 43.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers
true.
takes Brees' spot?
He could. Why not? That's also a good coach. Then they're inside, so he ain't got to worry about the cold. And he has plenty of folks to throw the ball to. Emmanuel Sanders, I call him Mike Jones, Mike Thomas.
Who?
Very
Mike
good.
Jones.
Got Alvin Kamara out the backfield. Hey, yo, hey, I'm down for that too. See, fan of everyone. All right, so let's
Yeah,
move
man.
on to the final topic here, man. So we got the matchup set: Super Bowl 55, the GOAT versus the QB, the MVP QB. The Bucks and the Chiefs, man. This is the first time in Super Bowl history where the Super Bowl is hosted at a participant of the game in Tampa Bay with the Bucks. Bro, let's just start it off, man. What do you expect to happen in this game?
I don't know, man. One of them corny commentators is like, you know what they call Mahomes? The kid. You know what they call a baby goat? A kid.
Wow. Wow.
Maybe trying to fill that dead space, man. But
Yo.
I don't know. Mahomes has been looking like, a Hall of Famer, goat worthy person. So like he's been doing it. It could go either way. Like it could either go like a close game. Brady's been tried and tested. Mahomes has come back from being down to dominate and win games that we thought he was out of. I think it's either gonna be like a fairly decent game or it's just gonna be a slaughter on these
Oh
Bucks.
yeah,
Cause
yeah.
this
That's
Chiefs
what I'm
team,
thinking.
like yikes,
Mm,
they just been dominating
yeah, yeah.
2 seasons
They
back
had
to
a few
back.
games.
Yeah,
Kev, you got something?
They had a few games where they had close games in the season. I didn't expect to be that close.
Mhm.
And if anyone's gonna surprise us with doing that is possibly Tom Brady. But I'm looking for a slaughter for this one. Like I don't know how you say it in gambling terms, but how do you call how much you want the lead to be?
A
Is that a
spread, a
spread?
wide spread. I don't know.
Is it a spread, Chris? I know you know the
I
lingo.
don't know, man. I don't even
You
Stick
get.
to
don't
the
know?
streets.
I
We
don't
call it
get.
a
Man,
blowout.
I don't get.
I'm seeing like 15, 17 points um lead going to the Chiefs. Yeah,
You
that's what
heard,
I'm going with.
guys. You guys heard it here first. Guaranteed blowout by Kev R.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying
yeah.
like that's what I'm looking for. I ain't saying guaranteed now, but that's what I'm looking for. I'm expecting it to some degree, man. I don't know why, but
I
that's what
get
my
that
senses
feeling
are
too.
telling
Like
me.
I want to be like, well, it's Brady, never count him out. But I just feel like it's just gonna be Chiefs, and we just gonna be over here looking at the Super Bowl like, man, this shit done.
I don't want to count him out, man, because you saw what happened. We all went. Oh, no, we all. Was it all of us? All of us was going
Nah,
against.
well, actually,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
I
was
think
all of us. Yeah,
we
all
all went
around.
Rogers on that one.
Yeah,
Or
Yeah,
I said
and
Rogers.
Packers.
yeah, we did,
Yeah.
and that was risky, and I felt it was risky doing it. You know, like I mentioned, like this guy always surprises us with some of the things he's able to pull out
hmm
in managing the game and stringing together
Yeah.
plays. So it's
It
like,
was the narrative. Like Antonio Brown wasn't really doing much. Like it's the first time without Belichick. It was just a lot
yeah,
of like doubt.
Yeah, man.
This man just tells himself I'm the baddest motherfucker on the planet and just comes out and does some shit, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
with some alleged help.
Yeah.
Yeah, 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 yeah. There you go.
Legend.
Thank you.
Okay.
I'm
Apparently,
glad it wasn't me. I'm glad it
apparently
wasn't
not.
me.
I just want to put it as apparently is with some alleged help. I don't know enough.
Look, look. I ain't no rocket scientist, but I know a hole when I see one.
Somebody halted the referee flags.
Someone halted the referee flag, bro. Like you can only watch it. You couldn't call it. You couldn't just throw it out there, man. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This is gonna be a very high intensity game. I think both teams defensively gonna come out and try to make their presence be known. We're gonna have some very interesting. I'm going to bet that we're going to see some trickery come out of the Chiefs. They already got some crazy scheme play, you know what I'm saying, where they hike the
They may
ball to the
need it.
lineman. The lineman does a some type of
Cupid
like
shuffle.
stimmy, yeah, Cupid shuffle, hands it off to Tyree. Tyree throws it to Pat Mahomes, who's down there waiting, eating popcorn in the end zone. Like it's gonna be some really weird stuff. They're like, bro, like no one's can scheme for that because
You know what team? You know what team not running that play? The Buccaneers, because Brady
Really?
cannot be out there like a receiver. Y'all remember that?
really look. He is not the best. He is not the fastest guy. He is not the fastest,
I'm glad you said it, man.
sheep in the herd. He a little slow. He a little slow. He a little slumpy, but it's okay. You know. But no, it's going to be a really good game. I think it's going to be really close. You may see some of the scores fluctuate where it may be up by 14 and come back down to a 3-point game. I think it's going to come down to probably about a 3 to 5 point game, swing maybe 30-35, something like that. But I don't think it's going to be. I would say this. This is probably going to be the most exciting Tom Brady game we've ever seen, and I just say that because all his other games are pretty boring.
I don't know that
They don't. Boring,
that
though.
Patriots Seahawks game was pretty like nail bitey.
Yeah, it was. But
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
but there was also because that's how the Seahawks play. They always wore you down with the running. So by the time the fourth quarter came, they was able to kind of like, you know, get those big yard gains, and then they also had chuck 'em up Wilson, who would just throw up a ball for third down and get you those third down conversions. I mean, that's how they play. You know, they play defense and really dirt on down in the mud and very dirty. So I think they'll just kind of par for the course. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like that's kind of what I see is going to happen with this. But we'll see. We'll see.
We'll
Um,
see.
if Tom Brady, come on, man, if Tom Brady beats Mahomes, what y'all think?
Yeah,
Is gonna
you gotta say GOAT, man. Like I don't know, man. This is
Yeah. At that point, it's just hard to say he's not already, but
like even all this ancillary stuff. We talk about refs, we talk about Deflategate, we talk about Spygate, whatever you want to call. Like if he does it again, like you can't even hate. You just gotta give the man his flowers, bro. You just gotta show you don't gotta like him, but it's just like a lot of people didn't really like Kobe, but a lot of people respected it. It's like it's gonna be one of those situations.
Okay.
at some point you gotta respect it. At some point, the respect like just overcome the hate, and it's like, man, I can't say anything anymore about it.
Yeah.
So do you think Brady gets a lot of hate? Or is that rhetorical?
I mean,
That's not rhetorical. I feel like it's a little bit like a LeBron kind of situation where it's a huge following, but it is also this niche that just seems to just not want to give him some credit.
I feel like you can kind of flip it on the head. I feel like it's the opposite. I feel like LeBron is generally liked, like by most people, and hated by few. I feel like
That's what I mean.
if you out of New England, Brady is probably disliked by most people.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, I can see that. That's the case there.
That's how maybe that's just my perspective. Maybe but hey, if you guys are out there listening, y'all comment. Y'all give us that thumbs up in that comment. How do y'all feel about Brady? Y'all like him? Y'all hate him?
No, they
indifferent.
They can keep them comments to themselves, man. We can talk about some other stuff.
I generally see them posting up there like some Americano, like that kind of star boy kind of thing. Star boy.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he's a face of the he's a face of the NFL. I think for sure, but I don't know if he's necessarily liked by the fans like that outside of New England.
Yeah, I think it depends on your region and if you have a team.
Yeah.
If you in the AFC, it was the AFC East. I think even AFC East, you probably don't like him at all. if you're a Florida fan, you probably don't like Tom Brady.
Tom Brady wasn't stopping y'all. It's all them other losses. If anything, in Miami, y'all would end up beating the Patriots when they have like the best team or the best season, and then lose to everybody else. So there's no reason. I don't think it's even that. I think it's just like it's a general. There's always something like we refer to the referee calls this time. There's this thing about the Deflategate. There's this thing about there's always just something there for people to be like, I'm off of it. Like even my friend, like he was a big Patriots fan like forever, and he's just like, man, I'm tired of just having so many scandals around it. Like it just stop liking the team.
Yeah.
But if you're from Boston, scandal be damn, bro. We in there. That's our guy. That's just the way it was.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So
strong.
So who you guys got, man? Who you guys got coming out of the Super Bowl as the champion and the MVP?
Mahomes.
Mahomes. Okay. Oh, we going across the board? We all going in?
Yeah.
We all in?
Run the table.
You sure, Kev? Because you said you wanted to go get some.
The lead and everything I'm talking about. I'm all in. It's gonna be Lamb. I don't think the goal.
Oh.
Ooh. Okay.
That's what I'm thinking.
You should put your name, Lamb Brady. All right. And this, like the last question here, man. Who this halftime performance? We got the weekend. Who's gonna be headlining? I don't even see anyone else on this headline. It's just the weekend.
Are they gonna be fans?
I don't.
It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be strange.
What do y'all think about this? Is this gonna be a good halftime performance? Is this gonna be something?
They might as well just film it in the studio or something. Why do it on the stage?
So apparently he put in, I think, $6 million or so just to make sure that like into this show.
Who is he?
The weekend.
He put up $6 million.
I don't know if it was his money. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I don't know if he
is this stock market talk now?
Look,
he putting $6 million to somebody money.
For nothing.
Someone got paid total of $6 million.
That's
So
crazy. He about to halt them payments. That's what he about to do.
but the halt the payment. Oh man.
It's
so
gonna be weird though. That's gonna be strange without the fans.
Yeah.
so y'all think it's gonna be good though?
Well, I
It's gonna be
mean,
like a music video. It should
yeah,
be pretty good.
yeah. Because I mean, they've been like they pan the camera to them, but I feel like the fans have been less and less involved for a while now.
Well, they bring out the manufacturer fans. They kind
Exactly, the
of
ones
like
that are doing all the things with the signs, those aren't like the fan. Those really coordinated, probably
heavily.
paid actors type of deal. So I don't think that's gonna be too different.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's about it, man. We can go ahead and wrap it up right there, man. Y'all got any last words y'all want to say to the YouTube audience, man? Thanks for hanging out with us for another 40 minutes or so. But yeah, if you guys want to say something.
Who y'all think gonna win, man? Hit us in the comment section. Let us know who you think gonna win. Let us know how y'all feel about Brady. Is he like, dislike? Comment, like, subscribe. Talk to us. We engage with y'all. Thanks
Most
for
def,
watching.
most def. Echo all that. Thanks for watching, man. Echo all that good stuff. I'm really interested to see what they feel about Brady.
Yeah.
Let's take a poll.
Hey man, can we talk about something else, man? Like, hey man, are y'all gonna like this halftime show? Are gonna be y'all really buy into
That too. I mean,
we don't
it's gonna
really
be like a hot music video. That's what I'm thinking.
Is it gonna be exciting though? Does he have anything exciting?
he
Like
should
Starboy's kind of higher
I-
pace, but it's usually kind of like I don't know.
yeah, he's a
It's
little
pop music, but it's not high energy.
or electric. Yeah, it's like that
Melancholy.
electric music.
Man, yeah. That's a good term. It's kind of like that.
Yeah. So yeah, this is Chris 55, and again, thanks again for staying with us and listening to us dabble about the sports. Again, if you like it, comment, subscribe, share it, tell a friend to tell a friend, and engage with us if you can. Tell us your suggestions, all that jazz. And before we go sign off, shout out to uh, our condolences goes out to Hank Aaron. He just passed away. Cicely Tyson, she just passed away, and of course the great Kobe from a year ago. So
R.I.P. Mamba.
yeah, man, we'll just leave it at that, man, and we'll just catch y'all on the flip side, man. Until then, peace.